Hi, Nicolas.
Hi, teacher.
How are you going?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, Nicolas. Have you prepared your class for today?
Uh, yes, but I can read what I prepare.
Yeah, Nicolas. The idea is you can develop a complete class. You can imagine that I am your student and you are my teacher. So, have you prepared some documents, some presentation or another document?
No, I don't prepare that documents.
Okay, Nicolas. What are the topics for you, Nicolas, the topics for today's class?
The last class you gave me a topic. You shoot, moves, present perfect tense.
Okay, should and must and present perfect tense. Okay. Nicolas, you are going to have 5 minutes to prepare the development of the class. Okay. After that, you are going to have uh, 30 minutes to develop your complete class. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Please, in the class, as I said, imagine you are the teacher and should you should establish the time, the order of the activities, all the things that you consider important in your class because again you are the teacher. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. 5 minutes. Nicolas, please tell me when you are ready, okay? Are you ready, Nicolas? Nicolas, are you done?
I'm ready, teacher.
Okay, Nicolas, please start now.
Okay, first I'm going to talk the shoots, and I found many things about shoots. For example, shoot is an auxiliary verb. It's a moral verb. We use should to talk about, give advice or make recommendations, talk about obligations, talk about probability and expectation, talk about, express the conditional mood, and replace a subjunctive structure. The structure of should in the affirmative is the subject plus auxiliary verb, that is should, plus the main verbs. The auxiliary verb should is invariable. There is only one form, that is should. For example, uh, you should see the news. You should try to lose weight. Uh, We use should first give advice or make recommendations. And here are some examples that are like you should wear a black jacket, or they should fix this road. Uh, for the negative, uh, we can use should not, or we can contract by shouldn't. For example, you shouldn't be here. We shouldn't have come. Uh, you shouldn't have gone to the party. Something like that. And for interrogative, we use should. First, we use should. We How do you say? We switched the position. For example, should plus subjects plus main verb and the couple. And should also is used for duty, for correctness. There are some examples. For example, the first is you should be wearing your seatbelt. This example talks about an obligation. Uh, the second is I should be at work now. That is a duty. And the third is you shouldn't have said talk to her. That is a correctness. Uh, Also, we should for expectations, for probability. For example, are you ready? The train should be here soon. And for example, let's call her. She should have finished work by now. Adding some examples about shoulds. And I found a link with examples. I don't know if I can send the links. Mm, okay, the link. I mm, I lost the links. El otro tema es el must, el have to. There is must is a word that is used to talk about an obligation, something you have to do, like following a law or a rule. For example, a positive sentence, you can say, I must do my work. She must wear an uniform. In the negative sentence, we can use must not or mustn't. For example, you mustn't steal. You mustn't be late for class. Uh, we can use must. We can use must to refer or to express the obligations we can do. Uh, for example, I must memorize all of these rules about moral verbs, or you must wear a seatbelt all of times. We can use must to emphasize the necessity of something. For example, humans must have drinking water at least every 2 days, or you must give up smoking it's bad for your health, something like that. And the present perfect tense is it's used to change, to experience, and and also is used to continue in situation. And that's it.
It's all.
Yes.
Oh, Nicolas. For today's class, the idea was you can or you could develop a complete class, as I said, of at least 30 minutes, and using different tools to support your class, your information, your topics, because you just use it or you just did an explanation of the topic, but as you say, as you know, uh, classes require the using of different tools or strategies that can support a complete class, Nicolas, because the topics have enough information to develop, complete information to develop, and the class goes beyond that, Nicolas. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
Nicolas, this class had a special grade for you because uh, this is already the practice in the teaching activities. Nicolas, I don't know how to do because, as I said, the class for today was you were going to be the teacher, and what you did, and that is not a class, Nicolas.
Okay, teacher.
You didn't prepare information, you didn't prepare some presentation or some test or some activity that can support what you are trying to teach, Nicolas.
Okay, teacher.
Your your task was not a good, Nicolas.
I need to
Okay,
practice
Nicolas.
more.
Now you are going to prepare and to write 5 examples per topic. Please write or type the examples in the chat. As I said, per topic, 5 per topic. Okay,
Okay.
according to the topics that you had. Nicola, they are five per topic. Okay?
Sí.
Almost, Nicolas.
Uh, Almost teacher. I think that is all teacher.
In the last one, Nicolas, the most correct word would be you should go there if you want because it is an option, no an obligation, no a duty.
Okay, teacher.
the must, the correct use of must would be, for example, um, today was not, there was not a class. We must hope for tomorrow or until tomorrow, because in that moment uh, there is an obligation. Okay, there is no a possibility. That's an obligation. That's an duty uh, waiting for or until tomorrow. Okay, so the main difference between the one and the other is must express an obligation and duty and an order, and should is an option. Should can be an advice, but should is not an obligation. Okay, Nicolas. All right.
All right, teacher.
Okay. Uh, Now, Nicolas, Nicolas, please open the link and watch the next video. Did you get the link, Nicolas? Nicolas, you get the link?
Yes, teacher, I got the link.
Okay.
is a function of should, must in these sentences. So if I tell you should see a doctor or must see a doctor, what am I telling you? I am giving you advice. Okay? So in these cases, should and must for advice or advisability. Now, which one is stronger? Must. Should that I think it's a good idea for you, doctor. And I think it would benefit you, doctor. If I say, an example I have is I must, doctor. Generally, you don't really give advice to yourself, but in this case, it is held up. So if I tell you, you must see a doctor, I am giving you pretty strong. Okay, so must is about 80%, 90% certainty that you must doctor, right? 80, 90% advisability. It is very, very serious. Have to, must doctor. If I say you should see a doctor, this is maybe about 60% advisability, where I'm telling you that I think it's a good idea. So maybe you have an earache, okay? It's a very, very small, not very serious problem, but you should see a doctor. It's a good idea. It's good advice for the doctor. Whereas if I say must see a doctor, okay, it means that maybe your arm is bleeding or you just broke your leg, and if you don't see a doctor, there will be good consequences. Okay, so you can use should and must for advice, with must being stronger. You can also use should and must in a different way. If I say you should be sleeping or you must be sleeping, in this case, talking about degree of certainty. Okay, so you can use should and must to talk about certainty. So certainty refers to how sure you are that something is happening,
Okay,
something
teacher.
must be happening,
Okay.
something.
Yes, teacher.
What is the video about? What are the main difference between must and should?
That must is an obligation and should is an advice.
No more?
And he gave some examples. For example, he said you should go to bed, and the other example was you must go to bed. That is an obligation, and no one.
Okay, as the video says, should is an option and advice, and must is an obligation or an duty. Uh, so, what would you can or what would you say which is stronger than the other one,
I,
must or should?
I think that is should is more stronger.
No, must is stronger than should,
Okay.
because as I said, the one is an option and the second one is an obligation.
Okay.
Okay, Nicolas, in the following video, um, there is another information about the second topic that you had for today's class.
Okay.
Okay, Nicolas.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, what is the video about?
The video about is present perfect tense. She explains that we use the present perfect tense to talk about something that happens in the past, but is not important. And for example, she used the following sentences. I have been to Scotland. That that is not important. That is not important. The important thing is that she has been to Scotland, or I have been living here. I have been lived here for 3 years. She used 4 and 6 into the present perfect. Uh, Also, she talks about the negative form in the present perfect. For example, the regular or regular verbs. Uh, and that's all.
Okay, Nicolas. Now I am going to share the last video. Please open it. This video is about, so please watch it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Nicolas.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Nicolas. What is the present perfect continuous?
The present perfect continuous is about things that happens in the past. It's about things that happens in the past but is and start to continue into the present. Something like that. I understand.
Okay, Nicolas, pay attention to my explanation. Uh, English language has or doesn't have the same tenses that Spanish can have. So there are present perfect continuous, present perfect continuous, uh, future, past continuous. Okay, but in this moment we are going to talk about present perfect and present perfect continuous. Okay, the difference between each one is each tense work with the verb or the auxiliary verb have. Okay, to have. Have in that case means haber. Okay, haber. So, for example, in Spanish, yo he trabajado. In English, it would be I have worked. So, it's very important to know um, the verbs in participle. Okay,
Okay.
in the list of verbs, you are going to find the present, the past, and the participle. So it is very important in the case of the irregular verbs to know that list, okay? Because they are so different, present and past, simple past. Okay, the structure of each one
Participle.
is the next for affirmative question or affirmative sentences. You are going to use the subject. The subject can be a noun, can be a pronoun, can be any name. So, for example, he, she, it, I, we, they are the subjects. Okay. Also, you can use your name, for example, Nicolas. Okay, any name. Okay, any substantive plus after subject is the auxiliary verb has or have. Okay,
Okay.
has or have. After has or have, you are going to find uh, the verb in participle. Okay. Uh, so, for example, in work it or in work, that's worked because this is an regular verb. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
and after that goes the complement. So, uh, please write in the chat one example with this structure. Using subject plus has a verb in participle.
Participle.
Subject has, have, participle, verb, and complement. It is important to say that according to the subject, you are going to use has or have. This is the same rule for the simple present. They have been gone to the party. Okay. Uh, what is the structure in the negative form, Nicolas?
In the negative form, the structure will be the subject plus have not, or haven't.
No, Nicolas. In the negative form, it is has or have at the beginning, has or had, or have, according to the pronoun, okay, or according to the subject. After that is a subject, and after that is the participle verb, participle verb, and after that is the complement. At the end, it is very important you do the interrogative mark. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
so please write in the chat some example using that structure, that's grammatical structure.
Yeah, teacher.
No, Nicolas, please consider that I am talking about the negative form, Nicolas, the interrogative form. So in the interrogative form, I gave you the structure. I have finished it giving you the structure. I say that it is has or have plus subjects plus participle verb exactly. No, Nicolas, but with the verb in participle, Nicolas. This is
Ah, with the verb
ing.
participant. Something like that.
Okay, that's good. Okay, and in the negative form, the negative form, you are going to use the same structure of the uh, affirmative form, but you are going to add the particle not, the particle not after has or have. That's that is to say, subject plus has or have plus uh, not, the particle not, uh, plus participle verb plus complement. So, for example, she has not been working. Okay, she has not been working. So please start in the chat and negative form.
Great. Yeah, teacher.
Okay, Nicolas, but please use another verb different to been. No, Nicolas, participle verb. Okay. Okay, Nicolas, this for present perfect tense. So now present perfect continuous tense. This is a little bit different. In the present perfect continuous tense, you are going to use the subject, uh, the auxiliary verb that it is has or have, uh, the participle verb, but also you are going to use the verb with ing. So, for example, he has been swimming. He has been swimming.
Okay.
Please write some example. It is very important to consider in that the use of the gerund verb. Gerund is ing, as I said, and using the same structure that in any tense. They have been working hard for their exams. Okay, that's good. What would be the structure for the negative form, Nicolas?
It will be it will be the verb.
What?
I don't remember, teacher.
What happened, Nicolas?
For the bueno, para la pregunta sería primero el verbo.
The auxiliary verb goes at the beginning in the question. This is has or have. After that, it is the subject, and after that, the main verb. The main verb in participle tense, and after that, the gerund verb, and after that, the complement. This is, for example, in the case of your sample, it would be uh, have they been working hard for their exams? And in the negative form, the structure is the same. They have not been working for their exams. So please write some example using the interrogative form and using the negative form as well, Nicolas. What would be in the negative form, Nicolas?
Also with negative forms.
Yes, in the negative form too. Have you ever been to London? This is not of this last topic. This is for the first topic, but in this case, we are working in the present perfect continuous. So it uh, carry the ing, the gerund verb.
Okay, teacher.
But Nicolas, in the negative form, I want to see you in the negative form. And in the case of have they cooking dinner, this is not for this topic, Nicolas. Please pay attention to the structure of the present perfect continuous. Has been or have been. Okay? No, Nicolas, he hasn't working there 3 weeks. Is not has been, Nicolas, has been. Pay attention to the structure. Okay, that's good. Okay, Nicolas, this is according to the topics of present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. For the must and the should, as I say, the structure is very easy. The structure is um, in affirmative sentences. You are going to use pronoun or subject. You are going to use the auxiliary or the modal verb. So for you should work, you should work tomorrow. This is according to the should. I must pay my obligation. This is according to must. So this is the difference between them. The first one is a possibility, is an option, and the second one is an obligation, is a duty. So it is very important to know that in this type of sentences, the verb uh, goes without the particular to. Okay. So, for example, it is not correct. You should to work. This is an error. This is a wrong. You should to work. No, you should work. Okay. In the case of mass, this is the same. No with to. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Please write one example of each one. Okay, that's good, Nicolas. That's the structure of these moral verbs. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
they or there are another moral verbs, but in this case we work it in this bot. Okay, Nicolas. For the next class, you have the final exam. So I think tonight or tomorrow, I am going to send the the guide and the rubric of that final exam. Please check it. Please read because you can get any of these topics. Uh, Also, you are going to find an evaluation or a test at the end. So it's very important you can read the structure of the final exam. But as I said, not necessarily you are going to choose one of these topics. You can get someone of them. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Nicolás, entonces, como le digo, para la próxima clase tenemos el examen final. Por favor, estar puntuales. Eh, Más tarde o mañana le envío la guía con la rúbrica. En la guía, pues usted va a encontrar cómo va a ser ese examen final y el peso evaluativo que tiene cada uno. No necesariamente quiere decir que usted va a poder desarrollar alguno de esos temas, sino que yo en el examen le voy a decir, hábleme sobre este tema, usted me va a hablar sobre ese tema y va a tener un tiempo definido para cada uno. Entonces, por favor, prepárese mucho porque esto ya es la última clase y ya hasta aquí llegan estos encuentros de este semestre y entonces, pues, como le digo, es el examen final. Eh, Trate de, como le digo, de estudiar mucho y de prepararse para cualquiera de esos temas. Eso quiere decir que le va a salir alguno, pero pues si puede leer, de pronto conseguir información sobre ellos, pues consígala para que se le vaya a facilitar un poco más. Listo, Nicolás. El examen, sí, por favor, no lo haga ahora, eh, sino hasta el día del examen, porque si no le va a contar ya como el intento. y luego no lo va a poder presentar.
Bueno, profe.
Okay, Nicolás. Until Friday and have a good afternoon, a good night. See you soon.
Sí, es un teacher.